The one thing that makes me such a proud Scotty is the fact that this fandom, we uplift one another, we empower one another, we go to war for one another, and most importantly, we are always there for one another. So right now, I know you guys, if not all of you, are aware of Hurricane Melissa that has done so much damage in Jamaica. So the Jamaican Scotties are calling upon the entire fandom, this Sussex Squad fandom, to please come forward and donate whatever amount you can, be it big, small, however, in between the big and the small. Please, 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 kindly donate. And our faves as well, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, also urging each and every one of us to please donate. So Jamaica, and we're with you. Our prayers, thoughts with your loved ones. We stand by you. Okay. So Harry and Meghan put out a statement in relation to that, and from Archwell Foundation. And here's what the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had to say. So, standing with Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa. Hurricane Melissa has torn through the Caribbean, devastating communities across Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, and the Bahamas. Many people have lost their lives in one of the strongest Atlantic storms ever recorded, with winds reaching 185 meters per hour. Thousands of homes are gone. Critical infrastructure, hospitals, schools, and water systems lie in ruins. Jamaica, a country the Duke and Duchess hold close to their hearts and last visited in 2024, has been hit especially hard. Towns and villages that are usually vibrant and full of life have been torn apart. Entire neighborhoods remain underwater. More than 3/4 of the island is still without power. And for many families, the question isn't just about rebuilding, it's about making it through the day. But here's what keeps showing up in every report, every photo, every story coming out of Jamaica. People helping people, neighbors clearing debris together, families sharing what little they have, communities organizing, coordinating, refusing to give up. That's not just resilience, that's the power of community in its truest form. When everything else falls flat, that's what holds. We've been so moved once again by the work of World Central Kitchen, whose teams showed up immediately to serve hot meals in thousands of families, and they're far from alone. Aid workers, first responders, volunteers from organizations, large and small, they've all dropped everything to help. Their commitment is extraordinary. These communities need our support now. We've donated and ask you to give whatever support you can, large or small, because every little helps. The links below will take you to trusted organizations working directly on the ground in Jamaica and across the Caribbean. Whether you can give financially, donate supplies through New York City drop-off sites, or simply share these resources, it all matters. Thank you. So guys, like I said, go check out my community tab. I've also posted a link there where you can donate. Like Duke and Duchess of Sussex said, we need to stand together. However little, it goes a long way. Okay. So in light of that, so one thing with Harry and Meghan, we know their action and words align, right? So someone else decided to do this, and people are not pleased. People feel like this is damage control 101. Like this screams damage control. So right now we know what's happening with the leftover royals, especially with Andrew, who keeps on being embroidered in this scandal. So much is happening with Andrew. So yeah, there's that. And there's not been a word from the royals in regards to the victims. Yeah, they've not issued any statements in regards to the victims. Like, oh, let's get rid of Andrew's titles, let's make him not use the titles. But in hindsight, they paid this money, a lot of money, to shut up. He's getting a huge payoff. So he's still pretty much the Duke of York as far as I know. Yeah, because the parliament has not yet stripped his titles, and I don't think they want to, honestly. So I don't know, let's see how long this charade is going to take. But now you have Camilla and Charles, who decided to make a donation as well to Jamaica. So according to JB News, King Charles and Queen Camilla make private donation to relief efforts in Jamaica following Hurricane Melissa. So now, I think right now people are just not happy with the leftover royals, and they believe right now they're doing everything for optics, anything just to take the heat off of them. Because right now they're getting so much heat, and you may wonder why, and it's because they are complicit in covering up for Andrew. They've been protecting Andrew for a very long time, and the public is really upset with that. Like, it's taken them this long to act, knowing for years what Andrew has been accused of constantly, but they've been covering and shielding him. Yet Harry and Meghan are the villains. When you keep protecting a man who's been accused of essay, a P, whatever, all these things, and you attack a prince who served your country, who married a woman of color, and who just spoke up because he got sick and tired of the bullying harassment from the media, you make that person a bad person. That person does not deserve security, yet you have such a person who is so disgusting, being treated like that. People are not happy. The world is watching. So people are not happy with Charles and Camilla donating. I know the people are like, you know what? Right now we don't care. I mean, we can take, Jamaica needs as much amount of money they do, and I understand that. But with the royals, one thing we know for a fact is everything they do is usually performative. Because right now, this Harry and Meghan, this comes after Harry and Meghan's actual statement where they say they had donated, and they put out this statement urging other people to donate as well, bringing awareness to the situation. Then later on, hours later, that's when Camilla and Charles come up with their donation. And the thing is, that's rubbing people the wrong way as well, is the fact that they have not disclosed the amount that they donated. And another thing is how whenever Harry and Meghan make a donation, for example, when Harry was in UK and he made a donation of $1.5 million for children community to help children, and also for $350,000 for Ukraine and Gaza, they were eating Harry up. They were shredding him, saying, how do you make an announcement? You should keep it private. Why are you announcing that you made a donation? Mind you, that is something that's going to a good cause. Not that this is not going to a good cause, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that they've also announced that they made a donation, and that's why people are like, oh wait, I thought you're not supposed to make an announcement. Like, you just donate and keep it private. Isn't that what you constantly tell Harry and Meghan to do? Why are you not doing that right now? You're constantly like, Harry, oh, why are you making it public? Why are you showing up? There's nothing. So right now, it's believed, according to this, they've said that they, Camilla and Charles made a donation, but they've not disclosed the amount, and they made the donation via Red Cross. And people on the internet feel it's rubbing that people the wrong way. People are like, when a billionaire tells you they made a donation and they've not stated the amount of money, that is so fishy. That's what people are saying. That is so fishy. People are like, this is just PR. This is damage control to kind of soften the blow, especially from, so many people, from the public, the uproar, where people are just not pleased with the royal family right now. And there are more calls for the monarchy to be abolished. So that's why it's not sitting well with the people. And so people are like, oh, what happened to being private? What happened to shutting up? When you make a donation, you don't announce. I mean, I thought royals are not supposed to announce. I mean, the fact that you did not tell us the amount of money you disclosed, well, that is fishy. People now feel they just jumped on the, let's pretend we donated. Because even William and Mumbles have a history where they claim they've donated, and then years later or months later, we come to learn that they did not donate anything. Or rather, they'll say, okay, we're going to donate about $100,000, and then they'll end up donating $20,000 or $30,000. That's it. That's what they do. So that's why people don't trust the royals. If it was anybody else, I don't think it would have been a matter of, but it's the fact that it's, Camilla, Charles, the royals, and they have a history of promising to donate things, and then they don't donate, and then it also again blows up. It's rubbing people the wrong way. So here I have a few comments from that, very few. So you have Not My King, which is the Republic group, saying, if the billionaire lets you know about the donation but not the amount, you should be suspicious. A lot of people agree with the Republic group, like that is very suspicious. That's why people are like, this is PR, this is damage control. These people have not donated nothing. They just want to soften the blow from the public, whether the public to go easy on them in relation to the Andrew scandal. Then you have Lord says taxpayer funded donation fixed it for you. Malikali says so private that there's a news article about it, and our roles so thoughtful. Wow. Alicia says obviously it wasn't private. And then the real says damage control. Sheila says, wow, that's private. How saintly of them. Sarah says, more PR, don't care. The big man says, not private if you know about it. Absolutely. So let me know what you think about this Camilla and Charles donation. Do you think it's genuine? Do you think it's for optics and PR? Do you think it's damage control? Let me know. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Irad. As always, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and of course to hit that subscribe button. Stay safe. I love you. Be blessed and I will see you in the next one. Bye.